Our 2-litre foam fire extinguisher is a cute little fella, designed purely for transport. And another name you may have seen is AFFF, known to those of us in the trade as AFFF, which stands for Aqueous Film Forming Foam. So in other words, foam. It's all AFFF really these days. In the old days, you used to have protein foam, which involved body parts and things, yucky, and chemicals and things like that. But it's good stuff. Now these came about because a few years ago you used to have green halon or BCF extinguishers, and they were banned because they're not very friendly to the atmosphere. They're illegal, and other than in aviation and certain military and police riot situations. But they were banned under the Montreal Protocol Agreement, and a lot of people used the halon ones in motorsport, so they had to come up with an alternative, and they didn't like the mess that powder made. So, because having been sold with BCF not making a mess and powder making a mess, so enter the 2-litre foam. Now they started off as 1 3/4 litres because that's the cylinders that were available, and they gradually developed from there into a 2-litre. Let's see what we get in the box, eh? One of them. And remember I said before, this is the firepower range. This is manufactured by Thomas Glover and Company. Thomas Glover is the largest trade supplier in the UK. It's the sister company, the trade side of Chubb Fire, all owned by UTC. The factory where these extinguishers are made is based in Europe, in Poland. It's actually technically the old Gloria factory that was in Germany, that moved everything to Poland. So it's run by the lovely Germans who ran the Gloria factory. I've been there. You could eat your food off the floor. It's fabulous. Very professional. They give a certificate of conformity because it's all well and good being told that these things have the British Standard kite mark and being told that they comply, but examples have been shown in the past of some naughty, sneaky people who make some lovely red, shiny fire extinguishers and put labels on that have all these approvals that don't really have them. You'd always get the best from Chubb Fire and so on. And this is actually, the Thomas Glover model is exactly the same as the Chubb Fire body. They come with a bracket, suitable for vehicles, so clips top and bottom, makes it good and solid. These ones actually have a steel body and it clips around the bottom, you can see there. It will stand up on that, but these are not designed for anything other than vehicles, so it's always going to be on a bracket. And just to show how that works, simple, clips off, pops back in. Easy, eh? Operation. Anti-tamper seal holds the pin in and makes sure it doesn't fall out and go off accidentally, shows if it's been used. Pull the pin out, squeeze the levers. This is foam spray. It has a special nozzle inside here that in effect atomizes the spray. It won't come out as a jet, it atomizes it, which means that if you accidentally sprayed it onto something electric, although it's water, it won't electrocute you. Not really, unless you're standing in the pool of foam running off at the bottom, which you don't want to be. But again, remember, these, you might think these are cheaper than, say, a 3 or a 6 or a 9-litre foam. These are designed for vehicles. The fire ratings are not as high as the powder, equivalent powder, and they're nowhere near adequate for a building or for anything. You can actually use them for home. Home fires are generally smaller, and of course they don't get in the way, but not for commercial use in main buildings. You will find on the Thomas Glover firepower model, the CE mark, British approvals for fire equipment. Foam has a cream label at the top. They'll have the fire ratings of 8A, 55B. That's as good as you're going to get. If you look at our budget models, they'll be slightly lower. The equivalent powder one would have a 13A, 70B, quite a lot higher. Powder is a lot more powerful, putting out fires, but won't make a mess. This won't make a mess. These are steel cylinders, and they've got a lining on the inside, so the shelf life is going to be over 5 years because ours have a 5-year warranty, but again, eventually the insides will rust. They do need to be serviced, they do need to be checked. It's not enough to just look at the gauge because there's a lot else that can go wrong with a fire extinguisher that needs a professional. But to find out all of the extra information, to find out the dimensions and the prices, or even to buy one, oh, go on, please, buy one, just follow the links on the bottom of the page.